Hello everyone, Dennis here at the Federation Shipyard, coming to you with another update on the Polar Lights 1/350 scale TOS Enterprise, the base. What I did off camera, I forgot to show you what I was going to do, is I made this block with a little divider here in the center. What I'm going to do with this is I'm going to drill a pilot hole all the way through this, and then I'll make another hole the size of the diameter of the tubing and put it through here. It'll anchor it on top. I won't go through this last or the bottom piece of wood here. That'll hold it in place, and it's going to anchor this, so that way that'll keep the pole straight and it won't wobble. And then I'll have the wires coming out the bottom of this, so that way everything will work on it. But what I'm doing right now is putting the Delta Shield and the Star Trek emblem here on the panel that goes on front. It's got the lights that go back, they go across it. So what I'm going to be using is some canopy glue. Put them on here and hold them for a little bit until they get set, and then I'll come back and show it to you. Back in just a few. Well guys, I got the Delta Shield on and the Star Trek words there. So I want to give you a quick view of it. Let's see here. Turned out pretty good. Got everything, looks like it's level. Maybe just a little bit of breeze up on this end here. There we go. Nice and even. There we go. So just want to give you a quick view, and next on the agenda is going to be to get this ready to go to be mounted underneath the pictures, so that way the can have the pole put in. So back in a few. Hey guys, I like when I get home from work and I got things waiting for me. So I got this in the mail today. I got the TR-3E Triangle UFO. I think it's a pretty cool little ship. Got kind of an idea what I want to do is like an abduction scene with this little thing. That's what it kind of looks like. You can have it with the landing gear up or landing gear down. I think what I'm going to do is light the dome on it and maybe some of the vents on the side. With maybe flickering flickering LEDs. It'll turn out pretty cool. Do it kind of like I said, an abduction scene with like a small car in front of it or something. So, and then I got this also with it. Space shuttle with rocket boosters from Academy. Nice little kit. Comes with a stand with a display with a, this is NASA, and then it's got the shuttle's name, and it's got all the shuttle names, so you can have it any ship you want to be. A little closer view of it. I think it's going to be pretty nice when it's all done. What I plan to do with this one is make it look like it's taking off with some lights and the boosters and stuff. So that's one of the future builds coming up. So I thought I'd give you a quick show of the two little new models that I got to add to the stash. So back onto the back onto the stand now. Alright guys, back. I have that block that I made glued to the bottom of the or underside, I should say, of the base where the pole comes in through the picture. I'm gonna let that dry because I put some epoxy on it. I want to let that dry nice and hard before I start messing with it. But in the meantime, what I'm gonna do now is get all the wires for the neck through the neck and get the neck finished and put onto the saucer section, so that way all I gotta do is put this piece, or the saucer section of the neck, onto the engineering hull. And then from that point, it's going to be mounted onto that rod. That way I can start doing the weathering and painting of the areas here, getting the decals on it and stuff. And then finishing with the very last of it, probably finish up hooking up all the last of the wiring, which would be the momentary switches and the power. So, that's where we're at right now. As soon as I get the neck mounted and put on, I'll come back and show it to you. Just hang on a minute. Alright guys, I've got the neck completely done now for being painted. I've got the windows, the red windows taken care of right there, and the one on this side. So this is all ready to go. Now what I'm going to do is take this straw and feed it through, so that way it's kind of like an angle like that, so that way I can start taking these wires here and feeding them through, and then all I got to do then is when they're all through is just pull the straw out, instead of having to weed them through one at a time and getting them caught inside or something like that. So as soon as I get that done, I'll come back and then I'll get ready to, so I can show it to you, and then I'm going to get ready to dry fit this neck into the saucer section, and then go from there and probably end up mounting it in tonight, get it in, so that way I can get it fastened to the secondary hull. So I'll be back in just a minute. Alright everyone, I'm back. I've got the straw into the neck, all the wires have been fed through, and I just test fitted it. I've got it pulled up here just a little bit so I can get my straw out. Excuse me. And then I'll be putting the glue on it and sliding it back in and getting it fastened in there real good. So what I'm going to do then, after I get it fastened in, I'll come back and show it to you, and then we'll test the lights to make sure everything still works, and we'll go from there. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I got the neck glued on. I've got the wires all fed through the top here. I don't know if you can see that or not, but they're all fed through the top. I hooked the power up to it, but I haven't turned it on yet because I want to do that on camera. So if I make a mistake, you'll see it. So here goes nothing. There we go. Everything seems to be working. Got the nav lights working. There we go. On this side as well. And all the other lights are working. The only light that I haven't got hooked up is inside, one of them that's inside the sensor dome here. That's for the photon torpedo. When it gets activated to that switch on the stand, this will flash blue. So, and same with the phasers, when that gets pushed, it'll flash blue as well. So I think what I'll be doing now is after this dries, I'm gonna let it dry overnight, and then I'm gonna hook it to the secondary hull, get everything wired together. That way I can get actually the Enterprise put together. So then I'm gonna start working on the decals to get those put on. That way I can, before I put it on the main base, I'm gonna get all the decals and everything on the secondary base, the one that actually came with it, that round one from Polar Lights. So I think that's gonna do it for this segment. Next segment, hopefully have all the decals on or be putting them on, and the Enterprise should be together. So I will be back in about a week or so. So if you would, please like and subscribe to the channel. It'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in about a week or so. Have a good one, guys.